Hi folks, today we are looking at the Juggernaut V2 by QP Designs. Stick around, yeah. Hi folks, Kenny the Vaping Heat back again, yes, with another review. Today we are looking at the Juggernaut V2 and we'll do all the usual stuff. I believe, I'm going back to a bit of an old format today. Basically, because I'm just pushed for time this week. I've been busy. So, what we're going to do, I'm going to dive down the table, have a look what's in the box, all that stuff, do a build, do a wick, come back up and, I'll give you my final thoughts type of thing. But before we do that, please, I've been looking at the old YouTube analytics. There are a lot of people viewing my content that are not hitting that subscribe button. So please guys, please hit that sub button. It would make a hell of a difference to me and my channel. I much appreciate it. Like, share, do all the good stuff. Also, I've got a link there if you want to support the channel, buy me a coffee. I've got it set the lowest tier, I think it's £2, something like that, price of a cup of coffee. Help support us, get this stuff to review for you so you can see what's going on. So without further ado, let's take it down on the table. Yeah. Right folks, here we are down the table looking at the Juggernaut V2 by QP Design, dual coil top airflow. That's the top of your box there. On the side you've got this product contains nicotine, all that. Your usual markings, your bin, your CE marks, nothing on that side. Then your choice of colours out with the stainless steel. On the back you have some social media, and obviously I'll hold that there so you can see exactly what's in the box. And there we go. So what you do, it's a magnetic type box, so you just pull the front like that, just the typical QP design magnets. Open the lid, Juggernaut V2, and obviously you've got Phil's signature there. Very nice. In here you have your authentication card. I've got 2294, I think that is. His writing's terrible. You get your QP sticker. You get a user manual. I think they've skimmed a bit on this. I mean, it's just 2 pages. You've got that, how to disassemble it, and then you've got that and that. Very basic. I mean, some people like that. First things first, inside you've got your little goodie bag. You get an Allen key, screwdriver, O-rings, and a spare top gasket, and I think there's some deck screws in there as well. You get your bubble glass, which this bubble glass holds 5.5 ml of liquid. You get a spare drip tip. I think they're reckoning this is a new design. I'm not done with that. I'm not too keen on that shape myself. Pardon me, Jesus. Excuse me, where'd that come from? Fuck. Anyway, where was I? There we go. That drip tip, I'm not bit on the fence with that one. Got a QP design vape band, and of course you get the tank itself, which looks very nice in the stainless steel, I must say. So if we shift everything to the side, we'll have a look at this tank, see if I can zoom in a tad so you can see what's going on here. Well, come on you little fucker, where's my zoomy button? Where's my zoomy? Hang on a minute folks, what's going on with this fucker? Hang on. I think the batteries are gone on this remote. Oh, there we're gone. There we go. Hope you can see that. Can you see that better now folks? Right, champion. So basically what you have on the top is this clear drip tip. This is like what was on the Fatality M25. I am a fan of that. You have some nice Juggernaut engraving on there, nice and deep. You've got your off and your on directions, because obviously it's a bayonet type, and it's opposite direction. Clockwise puts it on, and anti-clockwise puts it on. Sorry about that. Inside there you've got your, I mean it's a little bit wet guys because I've just cleaned it, but there's your top cap, and inside you've got a gasket, 2 big kidney holes, and your chamber down there. while this is off, you've got your O-ring, your airflow control ring, which has got a stopper there, fully adjustable, and a stopper there. And when it's in the closed position, you can just pop it off if you want to clean it. There's a nice rubber band and everything there. There's no rubber band, an O-ring there. And then you just pop it back on, turn it, and then obviously it'll not pop off when it's properly down. So if we get this fella back down here, you know, I've got the straight glass in here. I think this is 4 ml straight glass, but as you can see, there's 2 bungs here, which is obviously for your TPD, which is current status, it's 2 mil capacity, but when you take them out, I believe it goes to 4 mil. Lots of nice grooves here, so you can get grip on the bottom. You've got lots of you know, more Juggernaut V2 RTA. It is 2294, so that does match up with that number on there, so you know it's genuine article. Gold plate 510, and yes, look how far that guy sticks out. So I wouldn't recommend you put these on a hybrid, but it is hybrid safe, so you know that I will leave totally up to you. So what we'll do is we'll unscrew the bottom here, take the deck out there. Basically what we'll do, I'll take this glass off. I'm going to leave the straight glass on. Like I say, these are these little pads here, and they just kind of like pop out like so, and they're just like a, you know, like a couple of little bungy things there, you know, and when you pop them out, it makes this up to 4 mil, and obviously you just push your straight glass back on. Well, you'll notice that this here turns inside, because when you put your deck on, your deck lines up in here. I know it goes in one way, so your deck's that shape, it goes in that way, you know, like from lined up there, it only goes in like the one way, and obviously when you tighten it, all that moves with it. You can see that, yeah. But looking down in the chamber, you know, you've got a massive wick hole here, huge wick hole here, huge wick hole here, side airflow which comes in down here from the top, and you also have some these little holes here which are top airflow. This is a 3-way airflow system, so you've got top, side, and when I show you the deck, you'll see it's got a bit of bottom. But the machining in here is absolutely stunning. You know, there's a mark on it. It's absolutely beautiful. So we'll have a look at the deck now, guys. And here we have it, the deck. Let's see if I can get a little bit closer if you can. Oh, in a minute, the stupid fucking remote. Beg pardon my French. Right, there you go. Because I'm not pointing at the sensor properly, that's what's the matter, man. There you go, guys, that is the deck. So here, obviously, you've got your screws here and here, and here, because your coil will sit across there like that. This is where your airflow comes in from the side here, and from this side here. Now, what they mean by the 3-way, if you see here, just there's like a slope on either side, here and here. I think they've done it on the Juggernaut Mini. What basically happens is when your air comes in, it hits that slope, and it obviously bounces the air up onto the bottom of your coil like so, and obviously you've got your side air hitting it as well, and the top air coming down off the other one. So the airflow is quite a interesting design, that, because they reckon the flavour of it's phenomenal. Here you've got some massive juice ports here and here, flat head screws both ends. They reckon it's a combination. I think this is like the I can't remember which one it is. The Juggernaut V, one of the Juggernaut video, where the screws used to be on the top, and everybody was complaining, you know, that they used to kick around when you put them in. So they've changed the screws to the side. But there you are, guys. What we'll do, we'll just take a quick pause. I'll get some shit together, and we'll just put a build on, yeah? Be back soon. Cheers. So right, guys, here we are back down at the table. I've just stuck this on a mod. I'll just make sure it's off. Yep, it's off.
get that focus in. Sorry, the camera arm's a bit slight, but you know, that mod's still on. Shit, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. It's up now. Safety, guys. Safety first.
Right, so what I'm going to put in, aptly, because seeing it is a juggernaut, I'm going to be putting in some juggernaut coils.
This guy will focus a minute. There you go. NI80 juggernauts, 26.3, 5 wrap, coming out 0.13 joule by the one and only Homemade Coils. You check this guy out on Facebook. He makes some really good coils, and there you can see that's it there. I've spaced them a bit. I'm going to make you see that. Can you fucking see that? Is it going to focus or what? Hang on. There we go. I've spaced them out a bit, just so, because they were a little bit smaller, so spaced them out. I'll try and do what I can on the camera here, guys, but basically what I'm going to do is drop them in, like so, hold it down, and I did cut these legs at 4mm. Did find it operated slightly better at that. You probably could go to about 5, but you know, what I'm doing, I'm not going to horse them in yet. Just going to nip it in, pull it out the way, so I've got room for my next one. If I spin that round, got the next one here. You bear with this one. I mean, these are 3mm, and you know, I think you know your room. You know, you are limited to a little bit of. I think it's a bit tight. So I've probably gone, maybe these 2.5s might be better, but you know, these are 3mm, so I'm going to give them a bash. Sorry if I'm drifting off a bit there, guys, I can't see jack shit. Again, just, you know, get them kind of positioned where you want them, push them back and forwards and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, like that. And I'm going to do a final nip, so they don't go anywhere. 1 and 2 and I see I'm not a fan of flatheads. Like 3 and 4. Right, I'm just going to give these a bit of position, because as you can see they're absolutely crap at the minute, so that kind of needs to come up and over, I'd say, a bit. You just bear with us, guys, because it's a bit hard to do on camera at times. I'm trying to get them tidy as I can for you, so you can just see. You just manipulate them, squeeze them round a bit, as per usual, and you should end up. I've moved them about a bit there, and you can actually see how good that is. Yeah, I've moved them about, so you know. As you can see, they are a little tight there on the 3mm, you know, but we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get this powered up. Oh god, 100 watts, no. No. We're going about there. And we'll see where we are. We'll get these pulsed in. Yeah, I'd say maybe 3mm, you know, maybe a little bit. As you see, when that space, they're pretty much glowing straight away, you know, there's no messing about with them type of thing, but as you can see, they're glowing just nicely from the centre out. Probably bring that one in just a touch. And there you have it. That's that coiled up and ready for the wicking. So I'll knock this up again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the Aegis exits on, guys. It's really nice. Let that cool down a bit. Like, ooh, give it a shake. Nope. Wicking. I've had a few hit and misses with this wicking, but basically what you want to do is, depending on what kind of juice you're going to use. Hang on, if you get this. Come on, focus in. See, that there is your wicking port there, right? So you kind of just want it to touch the bottom, but at the same time you don't want to cram it in, because you see it's a surprisingly small hole for 2 coils. That's why I was maybe thinking 3s might be a bit big, but you know, cut it short. You only want it just touching the bottom of here. So I'm going to chuck in a bit of the old cotton gods. I'll openly admit I've had a few, you know, goes at wicking this. Like, you know, if you put too little in, you're going to flood it. Too much in, you're going to get, you know, a couple of the old dry hits. I think. I'll just see what I've got here. I don't want to put too much in. Yeah, we'll hike this through here and see where we are. Like I say, that's not too bad. It's just, you know, I don't want it too tight and too thick. Get that through there, and pull that through there. Oh, yeah, fuck, that fell through pretty fast. So, like I said, basically, what you're doing here, I mean, obviously, them wicks are ridiculously long, I can see, but you're just wanting this here to touch there. So, you know, I've been going, like I have been nipping it like that, just as a guide. You know, like if you push it down to there, put a mark on, right, like that. But I've been cutting much short. I've been cutting like behind it. See, and you see this O-ring here. I'd say I've probably been sitting about there, resting the scissors on that black O-ring and giving it a chop there. They don't want to be long, these people, honestly, they don't want to be long. Same again, get on that, oops, sorry if I'm drifting off a bit, get on that black O-ring and just snip. That's the kind of way I've been guiding it from, type of thing. Now as you can see, you're thinking, how the hell are you going to get all that in there? Well, you know, obviously with me, I'm using a Max VG juice, so I'm going to like really thin these out a bit. You bear with us, let's just put my thumb under it. And I forgot how bloody hard it is to do this on camera, because I don't think I've done a build for a long time. Just get them nicely fluffed out. And what I'll do is I'll even them up. Sorry guys, I'm off camera again. Shit. It's one thing I never get right, you know that, guys, never get it right. There you go. I'll just cut off the excess. Sometimes I have noticed you can try and just snip the corners up a bit. Just with it being a very, you know, for a dual coil of the juice wells, even though they are pretty big, there's not really a lot of room to get your cotton in. And you know, it's just your usual scenario. You know, you fluff them up. It's your usual scenario, guys. You know, you just gone in from the bottom, just, you know, tuck it in. Let it fall back on itself a bit. And as you can see, when you're putting this in, you can kind of tell if you're tight, because obviously, you know. Sorry, I'm bloody God, I'm terrible with this camera. Sorry, you kind of, now when you're sitting on the camera, you kind of go oh like that. You go ooh like that to look, you know, yourself. Because obviously when you're doing it from a distance, you cannot see properly. Again, you just knocking that back like that. And you want it just slack as you can get it, right? You know, you want to be able to get that tweezer in there like that, no problem. You know what I mean? It is, you know, just kind of hanging loose in there. You can just tidy it up. If you go too loose, you risk flooding, and if you go too tight, you risk, you know, I've just kind of got it dangling in there. You know, you could probably go a bit further, but you know, it's the same thing on the other side. Just get it all tucked back over. You'll feel if you're too tight, because it'll just you'll just feel a lot of resistance on when you bring it back. You know, I'm just sitting there tucking that in gradually. I can feel it going in nice, and you know, it's pretty much going inside. See, it's pulling the top down. So So you kind of get a feel for it. You know, it's just tucking them edges in now and just tidying it up. Again, you know, you want your tweezer to be able to drop in there nicely. You know, just near packing in, no tightness. Just going to keep it trying as loose as you can without being too loose, if you can kind of gauge that. And that's kind of it, guys, you know. Wicked up. So what we'll do, we'll put some juice on it, if you bear with. I'm just undecided what juice I'm going to put on yet. I think I'll go with some, you know, you must be getting bored with this by now, but there it is, my butter vapes, cherry cake dodgers. Absolutely love this stuff. So what we'll do, get this modifier up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll just start dousing the old juice on. The usual scenario, guys, you know, just get it nicely soaked. Dab your juice everywhere. All nicely soaked. You know, you can even go into the side of the hole, you know, the wick and channel is. You can just get a bit in there, get it all started. And get it all doused up, same on the other side. Get into your wick and channels. Up the side of your cotton. Nicely soaked. Obviously, get your coils, soak them, give it a pulse. As you can see, that's soaking in lovely. And we have vapor. So, and just a case of, as you can see, you've got this guy here, you line that up with your deck, drop that on, twist it down. So basically now I just need to fill it up, then we'll go back up top and see where we are with this bad boy. Yeah. So here we are, guys, back up top looking at the Juggernaut V2 by QP Designs. I am vaping, well, as you've seen on the table, I'm vaping on my cherry cake dodgers. I've got it sitting on the Invader 4. You know, it's on the potentiometer thing, so it's probably looking at about, what, about 100 watts, I'd say, off the top of my head. The Juggernaut coils came in at exactly 0.13 ohms. So yeah, let's give it a tooter. Wow, that is good. Oh, by the way, yeah, I better just airflow. You know, you can see that airflow is fully open. Let's have another go now. As you can see, fucking hell, cloud production is phenomenal. Also is the flavour. This, I'm going to say this right now, right? I've got top airflows kicking about all the way. You know, I've got the Zeus. I've got, what else have I got? I've got the, what's this one? Yeah, there's the Zeus. I've got the Zeus. I've got, I think on this one, I think it's, is it the recurve dual? No, the intake, sorry, the intake dual. You know, I've got that. I've got a bit of the old school, you know, I've got the OBS engine too. So, you know, I'm quite familiar with my top airflows, right? And to be quite honest, this one blows every one of them into dust. It's as simple as that. It blows them away. Flavour of this thing is phenomenal. And it just, you know, it feels like you're almost drinking the juice, you know, it's absolutely unbelievable. I mean, you can see like these wicking, you don't know if you can see the wicking ports. You see there at the bottom how big these wicking ports are, you know, and that leads us to another point. It fucking drinks the juice, it plows through it. You know, these wicking ports are huge. Obviously, you know, getting a mass amount of juice into them wicks, keep it wicking, keep it going, you know, and by it fucking works. Like I said, the machining on this is absolutely top notch. You know, there's not a mark on it.
a 3 airflow system. I mean, I was a bit wiggy, you know, they had the 2 holes in the top of the chamber coming down. I was like, yeah, but I think it causes a bit like a turbulence, you know, to get the air whistling around inside, so, you know, it comes up into your mouth, you know. Airflow, I mean, for me, fully open, it's spot on. For some, it may be a bit restricted, but for me, that is the perfect amount of airflow, how I like it. It's just nice, there's not too much air. But for some, they may think it was a bit restricted. Love this drip tip, you know, it's like what was on the M25, the Fatality, that kind of drip tip. I've never had the Juggernaut V1 and I've never had the Juggernaut Mini, but this, I mean, you know, I've looked at them and, you know, and I've looked at pictures of them and all that stuff, and this to me seems a combination of both of them put into one. It's, you know, it's that kind of design. You know, they've took the Mini, they've took the V1, chucked them together, and bang, Bob's your uncle, you know. I mean, I think the deck is similar to the Mini, but obviously in a dual coil configuration. So it works, yeah. I mean, like I said, these are 3mm coils in the end. It is a bit tight, but the flavour is still there. Might be a bit better with a 2.5mm ID coils, and you might get that tad more airflow, you know, with them being a bit smaller. But by God, the flavour, Jesus. That is absolutely outstanding. Now, my big grievance with these, and it was the same with the Fatality M25, right? This filling system, right? You know, your quarter turn, right? For me, I mean, this one, yeah, it's so, but I think it's too loose. I think it needs to be tighter. The reason I say that, because when that wears down, like it did on the M25, when that wore down, you could literally move with your little finger. So it wasn't making a seal, and you know, your deck was just, you know, it was just flooding. You know, the M25 pissed out, you know, because it you know, it didn't sit tight anymore, and that's me fear with this. Okay, they've got like a gasket, you know, and there's no O-ring at all in there. So, you know, I think when that gasket wears, this is going to have, like, you know, that kind of issue. It's not going to be pushing down tight enough, you know, to make the seal to cause your vacuum to stop it flooding. That's my only gripe with these QP ones. I think if they're made so you know, it's just that little bit tighter, so it sits more tight. I mean, I don't know if you can see that there, but you can see there. I don't know if you can see where that's sitting, flushes out that cap. But if I go around, say there, I don't know if you can see it there. There's a tiny gap here. It's like tight there, so it doesn't look like it's sitting 100% straight. And that is the worry for me with this design. It is a good design, a quick release, but I just think they need to make it tighter, because I think that's got, you know, room to wear out. And when it does wear out, you know, you're going to lose your vacuum or your seal, and your deck's just going to fucking flood. Or if it was a bottom airflow, it would just piss out the bottom. That's the flaw I've found with these. Like I say, my M25 shells now, it's near good. Because, you know, the top field, but also the threads field as well, and they just locked the strip in it and just knocked it trying to get it apart. Yeah, that's the way it was with that particular item. But with this, everything is cock on. I think just that, you know, this system here, I think we could do with, you know, even just the gasket itself maybe being a little bit thicker, just so you've got a little bit more tightness to get it on, so you know that that's going to seal. But bar that, my God, nothing to complain about really, guys. I mean, you know, that is perfect, that in every way. Like I said, with your wicking, you may have to play about with your wicking a bit, because like I say, with me having max VG in, I didn't stuff, you know, there's not too much in, But if you've got like a thinner VG, maybe just 70-30 or 50-50, if you would ever run a 50-50 and all, you might have to put more in or leave it a bit thicker. But cutting it where that O-ring is just, it's pretty much the right length. You could probably go a little bit more if you're going to run thinner juice, so you can just get a bit more in. But don't cram it in and stuff it in, because it'll just, you'll choke the flow of the juice, and it'll just be dry hit, or you'll get muted flavour. I mean, I'll be honest, I've had a couple of times where the wicking was horrible. I put too little in, I just flooded the I got a mouthful of juice. As I've added more cotton, I'm getting to a point there now where it's nice. So you may have to have a little bit playable with it, depending on what juice you're gonna put in it. But bar that and that, I say this cap. This is probably the best top airflow RTA I've had to date. Obviously the best of 2020 so far. Seeing that's been a bum year with this COVID crap. But definitely best top airflow I've had for a long time. Absolutely stunning. See the cloud production. And these juggernaut coils, oh my god. I'm just going to give Pete a shout out, Pete at Homemade Coils. Check him out on Facebook, because these coils he makes, he does the lot. You get in touch with him, you tell him what he makes, it fucking out of this world. Proper handmade coils, very good prices. Check him out on Facebook. Can't leave no links, YouTube policy and stuff, but check this guy out, he makes some stunning coils. So, without us drooling over this anymore, I'm going to have to wrap this thing up. Like I said earlier on, please hit that subscribe button if you like what you're seeing. Don't watch my video and bugger off. If you like what I'm doing, hit the sub button. Does me, world of good, buzzing, all that kind of stuff. Really love it. Please, like, share, all that good stuff. Leave a comment. Come on, get your comments in as well. Anybody says now, get your comments in. If there's a shit, tell us. Just get the comments in. That's all I want to know. And also help me out, buy us a copy. Link for that's in the description. Couple of quid, that's all it is. You know what I mean? So, that being said, I'm begging you. That being said, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. I've been Kenny the Vaping Heed. Stay safe, vape safe. I'll catch you all very soon in the next one. Cheers now. Bye.